Abusia misa mo akwa bia Amanyosem dwumadi na guso a show original TV fa di esi nkunya ebe pinsen mu ne mpanyemfo a no mo esi nkunya bejo madwunche ewra eye pa grave wache danko a government company spokesperson on governance and security eban bambo ene Amanyosem a ono ene ya ban kasamafo openi kwaba pomi ade asha white
and there a disco for eco stand for national science and math quiz.
Okay.
On the Prempeh College and the Presec.
Okay.
At the Saddle College. We need the announcer at disco there, vel primus vel compromise. Either the first or with the first.
Okay.
Nipa miensano, you didn't call him.
You participate here no crowd watch white. Any the Presec for so special day.
And don't be front to my white.
I see. Anyway. Saboko there.
Oh, Nyamiado, about the Darama.
Citizen Atta Dazi, a General Secretary of the Great Consolidated Popular Party, GCPP. Opening Okaba.
Yenua.
Apomia there.
Yamanadum, Janadum, Yetum Comizi. In Brimbe Yamunia Pagriva, and I'm saying, now Kufado, why a new appointment on country? Because young finance minister, Debbie Osha White. Nti mumu zo one pocket na mso finance minister na dunde on white no on painted white. Nti ebia minyimaze I stand with the finance minister. Nti munu paragraph yimbri or demonstrate that he stands with the finance minister.
But I stand with.
But watch him there disco.
I stand with the government of Ghana.
The government of Ghana. And
the leadership of President Nana Addo.
Petrol was shooty. Now a gallon of a liter of petrol is 17 Ghana cedis 48 pesos. I'm sure if everything at all. Why? What happened?
Sammy, you see,
but just last week was 13. Last week was 13.
The last week, Yapatsna, a K dollar rate. Okay, a K a year con me catch all day. Me prophet of doom. Nembum, Mayama Quay. Say, ya Kodu them the same things. If we keep doing the same things, by the time we realize by December, the dollar will be 15 cedis or more.
But can I use your calculator?
And the dollar is 14 cedis. 5 pesos
from 15
and making last week it's about 13 cedis.
Yeah.
So and it came there within, in fact, yeah, Thursday or so last week. Is it Thursday or either last week Wednesday?
That was last week Thursday. Friday.
In fact, within 2 hours, the dollar moved from 13 to 14 cedis, then to 15 cedis. Inti, I kept saying this, it's on your exchange rate or your wide same exchange rate.
Okay. And so now, a gallon of petrol is 78 Ghana cedis, 66 pesos. So 79 Ghana cedis petrol a gallon.
Sammy, I keep being tired. And you see, we can't, and that's why I keep saying that sometimes they should give us, stop giving us the false hope. Because I feel like government is not ready to do what we call public perception change. React to public perception. Public perception is very important in our every facet of life. It's not always this, so bring yaza and maintain or baby for crow. Sometimes you move the person around to another place. If we think that our finance minister is excellent, why can't we move him to another sector or ministry to do the excellent job there? Because we are talking about our exchange rate is having a serious impact on our petroleum products. Because all the petroleum products are crabber. And if the Yama or build up to the price for our petroleum product, one of it is the exchange rate. Into once the exchange rate is going bad, you can foresee there or forecast that there will be continuous fuel price increase. Once drivers get over to a fares, transport fares is going to go up by 16%. They've been shocked by the increase because they were projecting it based on the current fuel prices. Now, with what has been announced now, how should they come out? Because the percentage quantum increase I want look for, that is not the same when it comes to the petroleum product. It's your exchange rate in our origin, it is a big issue. Unto, I am going to say again that if things keep on going the way it is going, by December, a gallon of petrol will be like 120 Ghana cedis. Because you see, the Russian-Ukraine war you blame on, it's not getting any better. And it's not going to get any better. So, thankfully, and come on, at least we have the supply. At least, can you generado. But mama in through there, at what expense? Because if the people who are obi at the maze making obi or chubu fruit in the gobe cry na moto 8 citizen in the me one na mosuma the one go to bimbra maybe no was them the 3 cities account
11
we move to 11 cities the same aim communicate make can brazil no good no what do. So when we say these things and you tell us there I will in your information in Pansana Wabewa. Then any information, what did you do about it?
Yeah, well, mom food delivery. So hi tea, do a numera, Bontini did because we could fear now and air matching. So about 3 months ago, and I'm sure to me engage on the same food, the same quantity, the same value. Now a 25 Ghana cedis, and then a 35 Ghana cedis. The same food, nothing. The size, the packaging, nothing has changed. 35 Ghana cedis.
And when you're in Yempo, because do you know why? You could say the prices in terms of rice increments are terrible. And everything you crumble. Into once we are having an issue with the exchange rate, we should not affect it. Kube cry young crab and kube coconut. Young crab and bono. Go for artisan prices.
Because of fuel.
Because you see, everything once and the other issue is that we are not able to control the market well. There is a huge gap. So we've lost control, total control. And you see, you may be recorded until last week. And this week here, we'll be catching the main country there. They spend quality time to watch us from 9 to 11 p.m. Inti say nkofu bi ba na wo betena ha na ya wo kansam sabi nsam hu a oy wona atete pa because this is not the time ye be kansam na ye they justify nyeme bi because those see wo kaso na obi kuku no hu the person was complaining of the hardship ntumbio wabre Ghana yankopon do you know if this same thing had happened in another country like would have called an uprising. Unto me say baba parliamentary caucus, majority caucus working why you no do that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you that thing has saved this country a lot.
Yeah,
because it has built a different confidence there. When it comes to certain things people will be rising up to their occasion.
Let's put partisan politics aside and then let's
because the tensions are what basu name. Unto sometimes if I'm coming to studio like this, I am a medium system. I'm telling you, I am the medium system. Because it's a case people are not ready to just listen to anything. All they want is solutions. All they want is solutions. So this is not the time that we should get people to be insulting us in our faces. This is not the time to be justifying the wrongdoings. Because in Anuya na muke bitre. In Anuya. Just 2016. The posture and everything. And in the SOB. You've shown 2014, 2016, even October, 2016 October. The same finance minister, things he said about exchange rate. Things he said about the economy. Sisiano, Inyaman was among. You've been given power to turn things around. We keep complaining about Russia-Ukraine war and COVID. And that is the only reason why we are here where we are. Yes, in National Cathedral, we say we are a proud nation. We are a nation that Yankopon nesa wa yedo. Na mekede, si Yankopon wa nesa wa yedo. When it come by, Yankopon yi Joseph, more turning Egypt as the shining example for other countries more will be feeding based on that. Inti bria kuma by we are saying we are having a global challenge and all those things. The president who said he has sought the face of God and the battle is the Lord's. Has God abandoned our president? Has God abandoned Ghana? Is that the situation?
According to Reverend Owusu Bempa, say Nyankopon is free. But it's another issue. Pa?
Sammy.
A gallon of petrol is now 79 Ghana cedis.
Sammy Bechiao.
Yes,
As a citizen. And a washer for in the number. Sammy, Abai is here to provide solutions. And now what Infitias, you know, Bakaya, Yankase Minister for Information, the Honorable Kojo Ponkroma. Bakaya, now what way in Yamabi Besi. First, you know, and they say Monday, no Bank of Ghana, and the CEOs of banks, no Ebishia. Now, you IMF team a fee Ghana Koye, a Ministry of Finance team, Omoko Washington, no, almost Oma Babidu, Mbomodin Asia. Na Parliament and so befini Jume di na say sitting no to say ndra. And ochina Yami Adoma President Ebetina Gwem for extended cabinet retreat. See now 3 day eja yesha say no yangasa
ebekoso pediase and cry.
Mini baby ebekoso. Inti now 3 day na yenim say Abai ebe prophecy solutions. Gallon of fuel, majority in parliament, 80 of them are almost free for the stepping aside of the finance minister, the Honorable Ken Ofori Atta, and the Minister for State, Honorable Charles Dubois. And then also and then Speaker Emma ruling on Adjustment for say or the floor of the House. I'm on voting. It's clearly, you know, the government is very busy and working. Minya Bema, Mijidi Pa say, Senior President can you know, and dra the whole day now Kofu Bre Jubilee House. One can some issue propaganda kakribi ama APA by, but President say Yambo Modena Yemma the leader of the IMF negotiations, you know. Yemma 3 weeks, because I say IMF negotiations nakakra na yedi abewi. Yemma no now train me san. Be 21 days. Na yemfa IMF negotiations in brave na fidie. Yidi say in some fee majority caucus oba you know. President Betty na supreme. Many of them esan say abrabon yeboko yenim nanso ne ti ase we echi nti no. Yegidi say kakra na esese ye no. Be so Ghana fo ni no. President Nana Dankwa Akufo Addo amemo ebebo ye homoden ama yaye ama so Ghana for any.
So we can start countdown 21 days for Ken Ofori Atta.
Oh, well, there's a person starting countdown, which may start countdown. Say, Sana President Kai, say, I can't cry now. You be IMF negotiations, you know. And I
be anti
and yes, Sana President Kai.
Pisana me bisa.
NTB also, you be ready the 2023 budget. Inti government is very, very busy at this stage. But you did say, so one person is not indispensable. But you did say at the very good time, as I say, a majority for the Omwajim party for so, Yankasa ye political party so at the Omwajim. You did say common never could do the FAPIM ye pa.
Okay.
Inti agronomy yendi agroniko yenim.
Okay.
Senebeya we stand the chance of trying to play a blame game, and I say remind the Ghanaian people of it may be a years ago.
Okay.
But sorry, paragraph.
Yes.
Some Sunday, CCR petrol or a gallon is 70 Ghana.
79 Ghana cedis.
70 so almost 80 Ghana cedis. No be say you.
No me ya no.
CCR finance minister I say babado. But can it not me
no, but
it's because of the finance minister.
Debbie, say petrol I call 80 Ghana cedis. Say a buying interventions or the bit go on. What you say your trading rates no your talk your fuel no. No wedding. Exchange rate and also impacting negatively. Into all of that, you know, I can wama in Yamabo Akoso. Yes, into say, oh, I said definitely. I'm when your co-host.
No, you're having conversations.
It's our good day. They be accommodating. We are having conversations. We use citizens.
No, you're having conversations.
We use citizens.
Oh, one day, go back better.
We use citizens. We become one more co-host.
We're having conversations.
No, but I mean to be fair and to be honest, Mejidi say name mo yedin. We are Siafanenya. Ghana into me can say we are isolated from Inema ACO we are seeing. But in the midst of that, you know, your president Nana Dankwa Akufo Addo, Ghana for to Abamano. About 2017, you shall see with our very strong policy, a free SHS. I am a nkofobri. Unim, debi ameka say grandfather, yenananom, yenanam papa, wofanom, aseonom, omunya yedium sika ashombotom. Pension sika na nkobidi bikwa kotia free SHS, SHN botom. Inti inema bebre aban aye no. Yejidi say akoma pemu no, yebetumi ede ye current economic crisis no abebe ye nti Ghana man omo nkoso enya gidie wo yemu na ye nkoso
so mo ayede dia ba still free SHS na dey betimi dia no na encourage you.
Oh, not just free SHS. You see, in the more you're doing, but you're free SHS. You one district, one factory, close to about 259 factories. You see, you'll be completely close to about 140. I employ NIPA thousands in the factories, planting for food and jobs. Edrani wo honum, opeso ta obetumi ato. Yeah, road infrastructure. Yeah, digitalize the economy, no. Never be brave. So, civil servants for Mukola, yeah, more. So, never be brave. I buy a dozen. But Benjin say, you bet me isolate in Yama Bonnie Kituano to say,
so we just see how a year inflation acco the percentage and the inflation 1 added to 215% cola. Of facility depreciation percentage from the beginning of the year, basically, the city now depreciate to almost 60%. When it to now share how our cost of living now rising, and the 15% cola now. You think say that Ghanaian civil servant and that teacher no, he can even fend for himself or on the family, not to talk about doing investment?
Oh, I mean, it's a difficulty in India. It's generally everywhere. So to say, the difficulty is generally everywhere. But in a very short time, say in a very, very short time, you will say, buying emergency and the tutu honum no would be able to ease those difficulties.
Okay.
Sena mekai Ochina Nyame president extended cabinet retreat.
Is that the first time?
Oh, of course, definitely. Say amemuni yebuko yenim. So
because it's like but it's looking like a race cycle. Thing because 2020 President set up and as a Minister of Finance Ken Ofori Atta set up FS Committee, Exchange Rate Committee, Foreign Exchange Rate Committee, about 40-member committee. I don't know Ken Ofori Atta as a chairman, Yura Chase Dubwa Hino Kahon, banks, the Bank of Ghana governor, banks are hold over Ghana, Mrashebe Jafoni and no more Ekahon to sort out with the silly dollar depreciation. We didn't see anything. Yesterday, the say 3 days ago, we were served notice through the information minister. Said the cabinet, MET, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, and Forest Bureau operators and then directors no cromba. It's about city dollar depreciation. You see, a few when they started, the number of professionals complaining about 3-4 months ago, president, and after 5 months, 4 months ago, no smoko pediase, some of the homegrown policies, 50% fuel cut, 30% salary cut, 30% expenditure cut, and a mamon talk and from and farmer. Nina, near hearing see be resource. Resource with who is even getting harsher than it used to be. Now, the government, the president has even noticed extended cabinet meeting. Because cabinet meetings are what is so different about Uchina cabinet meeting?
Oh, say so water down the approach of leadership na eya hadring. Senior Obia Kosuku no. Every time I saw Kusuku so abe try exam. Try exam abe pass it. Pass ya abe call win him. Your cabinet retreats are ya cabinet meetings ya yenya impuntu ena ema yede. Inti untumi nka say your cabinet retreat no you be so nothing good will come out of it. I know the
I'm not saying that, but because say what is new?
Untumi nka sa yes. What is new no and they say if we are say ayedin and if we are say SSA as part of a memo any leadership any governance no president in any cabinet ekwakoshia ochina so nim say you start you kill for no you call IMF you IMF we din komo you call Washington akwako din komo ninya so mutumi briefi president okay. Now president looking into the holistic value chain of the country, not to be making critical decisions. Okay.
Okay.
It's here to me say cabinet retreat, you know, who here, a idea who here ye pa beboa on mining punto.
Okay. But you make first batch of messages in a fee. Yamre by a parliament now with majority and minority, no, the course of parliament or Monsignor Mokai, no, a rest of parliament now with her Monsignor Bibata. My main found a quick one. Now you hear messages about you video about say we have now gotten a wise president, Professor Marty, suggested Professor Marty Nekai. It's only witches and wizards who criticize Agenda 111. Professor J.O.Y. Marty, Presby moderator. First, Marty, a former moderator, and this is the current moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. Teachers are criminals. They don't deserve any salary increment. Professor Stephen Adai. So 3 professors comment. It is only unintelligent people who go to the teacher training college. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, Napo. Face the country. People are fools. They should fix themselves and not on pray. It is only a fool who invests in farming. Kennedy Japan. With or without any development, Asantis will vote for MPP. Chamahun to me. Those who are calling for reshuffle in my government are jobless and NDC people. President Akufo Addo. The youths of this country are empty coconut head. K.T. Hammond. Those who insult Akufo Addo are either witches or wizards or villagers. Or Chehine Amanyosem Akufo Addo. Famous quotes. Our video the about. We say MPP are nothing but a big disgrace. Karma is indeed a cycle of life. Wow. They said all these things and it is now bouncing back to them. That Kofi Kapito man need to be slapped, as he said from his own words. We say thank you very much for playing these videos. May you live long. We say all the issues they raised is now against them. Now shame unto them. I'm asking where are they now? They should come out now. Roy at the Fritakrade. Good evening, Sammy, and your panel. Say, please, Sammy, this Akopa Ghana video you showed to us right now, my heart beat anytime I saw that video. Not because of Ken Ofori Atta, but Kofi Kapito. Bra Sammy, look at the way he was speaking as if ex-President Mahama has taken Ghana to hell. Now that we are in hell, have you seen him speaking like the way he spoke some time ago from Agatima Johnson inside East Legon? Positive change, Medina. I would say it's about salvaging our sinking economy with an IMF bailout. I can equally manage this economy. Ken Ofori Atta isn't the only one with the finest brain in this country. He must be impeached together with Baumia and Anado. The economic mess is too many. Salaam alaikum. Ghanaians are suffering. Everybody are crying. Everybody is crying because of bad government, because of bad governance. So many men have stopped doing sex or have stopped having sex. Isa edifins awam zongo no dia ba. We sure say nkrofo endwam. By this time we'll be drum. It's a good evening, Mr. Sam. Such is life. See him today, tomorrow. He changes what he was. Ken Ofori Atta was talking about. He should come out again. Ghanaians are waiting for him to step down. Shame to him, Mr. Ken Ofori Atta. I'm from Abu in Kumasi, John Asiriga and Eduabre. We see Charlie Hunto Ajinsemu Ajigong Gong NPP Debida. $1 is equal to 16 Ghana. 1 liter of petrol is 17 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. 1 liter of diesel is 19 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. This is not. Akufo Addo is a disaster of a president now. Eja usu di frifisi no de abre. Enti se dollar se citizen patchoboma mwai. Yenu ado de about see diesel and see 19 Ghana cedis 20 pesos per liter, but 19.20 times 4.5. I mean, how much diesel is selling. Where and how did we get here? Such a small country with large number, saying
86.4.
86 Ghana cedis. Okay, a gallon of diesel, 86 Ghana cedis. Where and how did we get here? Such a small country with large number of ministers, multiple deputies, and appointments. Their per diems and salaries alone takes half of the loans. Akufo Addo and MPP a puto. I said a putine. Why this size? Eja will sufficient on the aba. Or say discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. Lack of discipline inevitably leads to failure. Good evening, Sammy. Long time because of coffee. I stopped watching the program. I hope it's not around this time. Free manner with your money for blaming is just another sorry excuse. The making excuses is the first step towards failure. Ofori Atta and the president, they are disgrace to the state. Erica Elom, so I share live from Koko Memory no de aba. Mentiase say anytime bia mekan eye yenua awunyama message bia the next one eye yenua Erica. Now we hear the way I'm prefixing message, and we shall say with like kind of motivation, and now from the Abana. Are you guys couple? We say, can we, as a matter of urgency, reduce the number of government appointees? For example, all the deputy ministers should be out of office to give way for only the ministers alone to handle the office. Honorable Addo Asafo was absent from her duty for over a year, but her deputy was working all right. Also, the so-called Article 71 holders should be taken a second look at. I'm Samuel from Tafo, Eastern Region of the Abre. Good evening, Honto. We lack leadership in Ghana. We say now what we have now is clueless, inept, super incompetence and corrupt. Sad for Ghana. Ernest Edifra Shaman. Mr. Honto, good evening. The NPP communicators get hard to. Ghanaians are suffering the economic hardship, and the NPP communicators are defending the government, while the president and his ministers are enjoying taking fast salaries and free petrol. NPP, hooray, turns to the NPP, hooray. Moses, the economic woes of this, the economic woes of the country is nothing but incompetent president Nana Addo. He has no balls to sack the non-performing ministers. In fact, Ken Ofori Atta should have been sacked the first day he announced that Ghana was heading to the IMF, which he vowed not to take us there. I believe God is punishing us because of the curse on the president's head. From Amenura, Peter Sunyani, new domain of the Efri Abba. Sami tell the government spokesperson that his finance minister is clueless and corrupt and greedy. That's why the nation is in a mess. Wicked government, God will punish all of them. We say, Sami, these MPP guys are wicked. When Ghanaians are suffering, they are enjoying, because anytime they appear on national television, they wear white, meaning they are enjoying, unlike Ken Ofori Atta. Why Ghanaians are suffering, God will punish them one by one. 17 unread messages pending. Now, young co-parliament now, young share the a course so because a discussion in and so yes, even free majority, MPP majority. As we speak, 82 of them and among Enina Kabo, Mr. Yerak and Ofori Atta, or Mampenini na Siakunya, Mampenini na Siakunya, or parliament be ready budget, they will not participate. Budget debate, they will not participate. Government business be on Bebiano, they will not take part, and the president being a Siakunya, Yentie majority in parliament.
Occasions to defend allegations of conflict of interest, lack of confidence, trust against the leadership of our finance ministry. The recent developments within our economy are of great concern to the greater majority of members of our caucus and our constituents. We have made our grave concern to the President through the parliamentary leadership and the leadership of the party without any positive response. We are by this medium communicating our strong desire that the President change the Minister of Finance and the Minister of State in the Finance Ministry without further delay in order to restore hope into the financial sector and reverse the downward trend in the growth of the economy. The summary of our concerns leads to a plea that the Minister of Finance, Honorable Ken Ofori Atta, and the Minister of State of the Ministry of Finance, Honorable Charles Edubuahi, be removed from office. Meanwhile, we want to serve notice, and notice is hereby served, that until such persons as aforementioned are made to resign or removed from office, we, members of the majority caucus here in Parliament, will not participate in any business of government by or for the President by any other minister. We hope that those of us on the backbench and members of the majority caucus will abide by this prayer. We are saying that if our request is not responded to positively, We will not be present for the budget hearing, neither will we participate in the debate.
And to a majority, MPP majority in Parliament, Omiso no more arisi at the Abba. I don't know. Now, young Connie and Couture, a minority, NDC for so almost the Omokai.
Now, or no minority leader in the minority caucus, the motion for impeachment of Ken Ofori Atta. And they about Parliament. Ya also no majority part so have a press conference. And the year can say 275 our parliament. Now minority for say Omumpe finance minister. Majority for also see Omumpe finance minister. It should not be just a matter of press conference. There was a year say said the minority leader having a to catch or the motion no ban. Omumpe 138 MPs no ever support motion na yen impeach finance minister no. Mama min kusi aya. Near to me, no. Say, Usha press briefing, yeah, no minority, majority for IE. Nanke was so muyen dada. Because Omuko cabinet, Embrana, Yakasa and Tofu Kelforata, near president can say, Embrana kind of Furata using the data bank as sponsor MPP campaign, no more. And they were using the data bank as sponsor MPP campaign. Yabapa was means I can. So, President Afa, Minister of Finance, said a compensation be not their compensating Ken Ofori Atta. So say no, said you, oh, you know. So the majority for a green Ghana one, Omumba Boye minority for.
And to a minority in Parliament, NDC for them, so you show my reason. So for the first time, after several years, MPP majority, NDC minority, they are all reasoning together, all because of Ken Ofori Atta. So me dismiss no edi efi ho no nsem na me no kasa sisi ana me nua ato edi kyereme asase radio do bi anim omoso adwuma mo edie na asase radio de akoto mo Facebook
so bi ani
asase radio say radio station in Ghana a radio station in Ghana asase radio. As breaking news, the new Patriotic Party majority caucus in Parliament has reached a consensus after a marathon of meetings to deliberate on the position of the president that Ken Ofori Atta and Charles Edubwahin be allowed to continue in office with the urgent work involving the 2023 budget and the ongoing IMF negotiation. Details of the consensus are, however, sketchy. Now, the say, "Omar reach consensus." I say, "Omar Marco, and Tiasiapam so Omunko Swanya Juma Kusi Omar read the budget." Okay, this is the latest. Mamisha is free at all. Reasons are both majority minority in Parliament are raising about Ken Ofori Atta. And say you do you think say you're strong enough? And also several months, several years, and I say since last year, the call for Ken Ofori Atta to resign from NDC minority has been constant. Civil society groups, individuals, ordinary Ghanaians calling for Ken Ofori Atta to be sacked has been constant. But the president last week, during his tour to Ashanti Regency, said, "Who reason be and so you Ken Ofori Atta at the free hall." But only yesterday, our majority MPs, 82 of them, raises that press conference. Then the president called for a meeting, and the president is asking for more time for Ken Ofori Atta to prepare and leave office. What has changed?
Sammy, to be blunt, the president and the finance minister both don't have integrity. You said something earlier about integrity. I'm surprised that most of our leaders, they lack integrity. Do you know why? You don't need a reason to fire a minister. I said there, you don't need a minister to be non-performing and sign as a son. You see, in governance, public perception is very important. So sometimes, a reshuffle as if there is something happening. Amanyosem Akufo set that example. That when he was changing people around, not because people were complaining about them, he was just moving people around Mobeya, Sabi, Ebi Krana, minister, or you do be or what? At least you coffin by I won't say. But once you do that, it builds public confidence. And you know why I'm saying he lacks integrity?
No.
If you just said that nobody can threaten you, did the president not say that just with the last week was 2 weeks? The president said that no one can threaten him.
No, that's not what he said.
With I'll vote for you or I'll not vote for you. And I don't know.
No, that's not what he said.
Oh, the president said, "Oh no, you can't threaten him." There.
He said he's not threatened by the statement.
Oh. Okay. So he will not be threatened by the statement of the majority caucus.
I'm adding.
That's not what he said.
No, that's not what he said.
It means I'm not threatened.
No. I was on the tour with the president.
But what's what I say? I'm not threatened.
No.
Okay, I say.
Sorry, Pacho.
No.
You're having 2 minutes of your time. Who said development in Yemano Bebreno, you're tying into election.
Yeah.
But development, and your idea is to see a tie into election. Say, Omampeni, a winning election, na say, Obebu o mine for Omani Puntu. Into Omampeni call Kumaseno, our interview, or sa radio station. Or tech radio station. And I hosted Bisano about Kwabre for routes. And I'll say, he's not threatened by the Omokano. It's an say, quite need your baby. Okay. So, acquire ye Ashanti region, a dozen.
So I'm not threatened by the Mokano. There's a Mokano, a mummy. What the battery more?
Meaning, send out the battery.
Yeah, the Mokano. Sanity. A mummy who I'm not threatened. Or say, and I'm not threatened, or say more comments in Amoye, or get threatened. It's an so no only would GDS or baby. As at the road network in India by December, now Kwabre for Mokanye Yamomo, a road minister planning. Okay, don't worry. In the course of the program, you will get it. We'll get it. So I will.
And you play.
You play. So don't worry.
I'll be very happy.
Sure.
You see, the point the president was making was that for him, anybody who votes for him expect that he does development work. And all your better to Juma. Inti say or your Juma na catch and there and ye in vote manner. On the man, he's not threatened by it. Because obi oroko akovote bi obi nsoni kokomotim no da kotimbo. So it means when he is focused and he's doing something, he's doing it. He will not be threatened by whatever things you say or do. So I'm really surprised that when the 80 majority caucus members, MPs, what issue, what threats, they finally received attention from the president. Because what kind there, they've been calling for some attention. They've not been listened to. Mm-hmm. But then within the period they've been listened to. See, Sammy, I wish your producer has a video of when the finance minister was engaging the public on IMF, town hall meetings on e-levy.
Yeah.
We're sure the name of paragraph come.
Yeah, you can get that bite, but
he mentioned categorically that he is stating, as his deputy minister has said, the young IMF because we are a proud nation, and so we are. We really a proud nation, and it comes with dire consequences. Going to IMF comes with dire consequences, so we don't go to IMF. If he's somebody who has integrity, immediately we are going to IMF, he would have resigned. Immediately. Because you stated categorically that going to IMF comes with dire consequences. And many are doing. So if our leaders have integrity and respect for all of us, there is yen na catch and there a hide because I had no kweno on the how no zeba. Na echiro kwa the same place on your friend. This is the same finance minister you and I we don't pay you. Hunto, Ghana funtas there. This finance minister yem trying to go. Yem trying to go. It is a yem pay yem trying na Ghana for the bia what why a trap here. Ebi kura no yon problem no be fufra. But this person is saying I'm sacrificing myself for all the insults, for everything, yet mamun jamako. Then he has a pot in all. And if you listen to the reasons the president gave when he was appointing the same finance minister, you might understand what is going on. The president, I do call or strong and was very fantastic, was that any person that he or appointing or manu or ma the background why he's appointing such a person. He always talked about the me imperial them. And when he talked about the finance minister Ken Ofori Atta, he talked about he attending school in America, he being this, he doing that, an investment banker who has done well for himself. Unfortunately, he added. Unfortunately, and I'm saying unfortunately because now people are using it as a minority chief report. I don't know why you're meeting not in fact. Not to be. But I didn't always see the president said that this is a man he's sure his family will not be happy with him because he resigned from his position for 3 years following the president looking for money for him. Immediately you say that, you commit yourself. In the whole world, nobody appoints a finance minister who is a friend. Because it's an area that you can easily fire at any time. Chairman Akufo offered a brother, his own blood brother, in his ministry. But he changed him 3 times. Or reshuffled 3 times. He moved him around. Why is it that everybody is complaining? He's saying something. And at this time, and he's saying he's excellent. How? And the justification, the consensus here, I say, as I read the report today, they both. I'm telling you, these MPs are just keeping quiet, but they know what they are going to do. And Sammy, you can mark it on the wall. That from tomorrow going in, you're betting. You're betting. And they should know that the only reason why there is calm in the MPP now is because they are waiting to select their leader. Once they select their presidential candidate, you will see those who want to talk. People are quiet. People are quiet because they don't want to bring the party down. But certain actions and inactions of people in power now is bringing the party down. Why? To the extent that your own MP of Subin said categorically that we are building a democracy, not a family dynasty. Hey, other than Ambi, within the same party, and the party can't even call him to order. It shows that the party hierarchy is not happy with the things that are going on. I think government needs to sit up. You see, Sammy, I keep saying there, sometimes eko hospital, opeyin bi wa me na bi no yer. Enuko okado chodo yer na enuko hospital. Doctor ni hwena na doctor na chada wa amma nsu kakra or wa bodo or wo no droba nsu nkuti no degu o wo no kakra no me na no hato. Psychology is very important. It's very important. Into obi to mo asru wenyim esu na ni tirim mu. You understand? So sometimes my when you park if no asru or you need to me. You know, psychology is very important. So when people are complaining, and unfortunately for me, this president, he does things last minute. It's by the time he does it, yes, he's shown it over and over again. But when people are doing the right thing, he's willing to sack them at any time. Dumelevo was at the verge of taking money for Ghana. we were willing to sacrifice him just like that. But when somebody is taking us into a ditch, we are saying let's give him time. Sabi, I mean, I'm not wishing anything bad for the finance minister. But I'm saying, man, the sumunado. I touch wood. Unfortunately, there's no wood to touch.
But I touch glass.
But I touch glass. It is a CCCR. If he's sabi, maybe a year baby born. No, to me, yes, are we saying we can't do the IMF deal? Is that what we are saying?
COVID, when you have COVID, cut in the US for several.
Who prepared the budget?
We did everything.
Who prepared the budget? So what are we talking about? As if we cannot do any negotiation. Have we forgotten that the NDC took us to IMF? It is the MPP who came to complete and proudly say they've taken us out of the IMF. Were they the one who set up the deal? Did they know the terms? So sometimes we are acting as if Deputy Finance Minister Wambashe, because what bonoma if you remove a Ken Ofori Atta, it will grant to a halt. I mean, some of the excuses, come on, you can give us a break.
Okay, before I'm over kono you could your man penia some kind about break. For issue brow grant interview tech radio. Kumase inti.
Asante mantam no ene mantamu a woto abadodo edima NPP amanyuku no na wode wani echi asante mantam no mu enso a na kwa Bre East mensini no eka mensini akase a NPP amanyuku no enya emadodo ebra abato ekoso ewo man Ghana emu wode toto afempinu ene edunsia ne afempinu ene aduonu no ho a na kyese ema amampanyin na nadoda nkwa Akufo Addo enya aye no eye 71,112 ye no echi ohanchechemu aduwotwe ba akwachi po aduosonson eno eya afempinu ene aduonu Sara so ena ohwe afempinu ene eye dunsia no a empem aduwotwe nsia ena MPP amanyoko no enyaye
na ni nyina se bisa se boni ben e dia ye MPP for boni ben e dia ye MPP na boni ben se dia na na Akufo Addo ana ye tri na eme ya to aba me aka se yen ene MPP World Bank e wa Ashanti region na de ben e na ban no o ya maye afi 2016 2020 yen ye to aba Ashanti region nyina yen na ya bato edi kan if you aden a normal bebre e koso edi kan ya yakwan free enhwa enko abuaso enko babia e ye kwabri east ha babia ni wa ban no atwe ne abehwe ye
dano ana bra mampanyin na nadoda nkwa Akufo Addo eko aprobo ewo asante mantam no emu no wakasa ede efa omanfo ensensem bia ya na wokeka ede fa amemu a ekoso no a woche se beye na so wonto aba ma NPP amanyoko no bio na ndisi amanyoko no beto aba ma wono mu a enya de a obesi obi bia eho ekwan
course meye na ebasa abato no decide so beto ama ndisi e wo asema nyonya memasa obi so sa enfa unsa intim so baby and they wa wadwuma
ensami agina so amatmemufo a wo mo ewo kwa Bre East akasa ede afa nsem a mampanyin na nadoda nkwa Akufo Addo kai no a wo chese mampanyin edi wo mo hwamo papa
odi hwamo esanse kwa Bre o hwe kwa Bre kwa nyina enye esanse o mo hye yebo ne yedo o mo nti ne yedo MPP ko nti ene yeto abama o mo ti wedi esre o mo ye kwa nyina anye
And it's a panic and a WhatsApp because Ukojina boot no more and you're the best on Sadia team with it and so that's what the president said. That's it. But if you want to wrap up on that.
So Sami, all I want to wrap up by saying is that, I thank the 80 majority members. I really thank them because one mama a little bit of confidence in terms of our democracy. Because no baby away do no, there will be some serious uprising. Because every little thing people are ready you do mob action. Because people are angry. How can the president be traveling around and we are booing the president just like that? No, you want to wafa a rough road do. Nobody almost 48 Land Cruisers. You see, in the embryo. You see, so I there. You keep saying that you are doing something new. Why? You have not done anything. You make the embryo. You can put the month from Land Cruisers. Monko park or a chini inifie. Na monka there more for bus. Na project na work on. Mean a president too. The MPs no in DC is.
Monko park was something hene ho. Monko kumasi.
Make Eastern region.
Ashanti region. You monko Ashanti region.
Okay. In the Anka Tudina, what was Ashanti region? One for park first one will be share. Now one for bus. I'm not talking about the president, but the ministers. DC is party functionaries
original coordinating council.
So they can rent an STC bus. STC bus is in at least what full bus were UK or share
STC bus need to be pass up with a bit team.
But the journalists were in an oven following them.
Yeah, but STC a bit team. I think
if they had done something like that, at least it makes the public have confidence.
Sure.
So let's try and do something different. Okay. But I'm saying, from tomorrow going, Sammy, you will see some of that.
And SMBC, 4200 messages. My main kind be na young paragraph. Say hi, Sammy. Do we still have human beings who support MPP again? In fact, human conscience no longer work because of 300 Ghana cedi. First, Abekano do we free. Good evening, Sammy. From the look of things, you can clearly see the MPP man in all white can defend his party and the situation we are facing now. MPP have failed. MPP has failed us big time. Wesley, please tell the man that he should stop insulting and making us angry with their useless slogans they call policies. When we start stoning them when they come campaigning, they will understand the youth. Ernest Where's the good evening, boss? The man in white should be fair. They keep on brainwashing us. Why? He can't even say the truth. It's sad. Shame on them. We say, Omo nka no kre. Shame on them. We say, Sammy, it's better you stop inviting MPP members to your noble station. They are boring. They're boring our ears with the COVID and Russia-Ukraine war. If care is not taken, we may be beating and killing them whenever we see them. Very booing will be translated into something. The booing will be translated to something as shameless MPP and their useless communicators. I'm aware of that. So basically about the Abinia over jail. Don't do it. Democracy. 2 more years, you have the opportunity to vote. Sammy, don't you know that Ken has no better plan for Ghanaians? He only wants to borrow money which will pass through his data bank for his selfish gain. Can't he be changed for conflict of interest and abuse of office? Sammy, let me know. Godred Difikumasi. Mr. Dankwa shouldn't come to the show again. I'm not sure he's feeling the hardship in this country. Roy, the Fritakra no Diaba. Well, say hi, Sammy. Good evening. God bless you for your good work done. Tell the MPP man to answer questions straight forward and stop mentioning free SHS as always as ways of putting money into the pocket of ordinary Ghanaian. If he has nothing to tell us reasonably, then he should leave the studios. Albert Noduyaba. We say good evening, sir. Now, can you see that the man with white dress defending Akufo Addo? We say, Sammy, this guy is a bloody joker. The least said about him and his thinking corrupt and inept government, the better. Instead of him and his paymasters humbling themselves, he is rather pissing me off. Majid Kutubabi Node Abba. I say, good evening, Minia. Do you know something? We always blame ourselves, but it's not just like that. All the problem is from our leaders. Why? Because I travel to another countries. I do exactly what they are doing. leadership by example. So if someone say we all at fault, I think the person is not serious at all. Let the leadership work, period. My name is Smith. We are not serious as a country. Ghana leadership, Ghana leadership, we preach virtue and practice vice in Tronkwa. Good evening, Hunter. Please tell the MPP man to show me one state farm with regards to planting for food and jobs. Master, tell your panelists they shouldn't try any jobs mistakenly. Tell that man to shut up with that thing he's repeating. He should check his utterances very well. The man that died on the high tension willingly, we are not better than him, so we are ready. Good evening, Mr. Hunter. May Almighty Allah bless you for your good work. Do you know something? This wicked call Nanado is a disgrace to his family, because those who knew the bad work his father did to this country, he should correct it, but his work more bad than his father. So now they leave no good legacy. Thanks from Chairman Abubakar Media, Accra. Good evening, Sam. I'm very sad for this MPP man. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. The price of a liter of fuel is more than the price of gallon of fuel under the incompetent Mahama, and you sit there and still defending the president and a finance minister who does not have solution to our current problem. God will punish you. As God will punish you guys. President Akufo Addo has disgraced we, the MPP members. Next time, I will be very careful. Now, old man cannot deceive me again. MPP, yay. I say MPP, yay. Ya break from Felix. Sunyane, Berlin top, no de Abba. Well, it's a good evening, Sam. Nanado is not begging for 3 weeks for Eja Ken Ofori because of IMF deal. Nanado want the time for Ken Ofori Atta to clean up the mess in the finance ministry. It's only God who knows who knows what is happening in the finance office. Even God himself have vexed this to be government. Please, Sam, get your Ghana card, because coming 2024, we will be registering for our certificate of survivor, if only by then we are still alive. Baba Alhaji and Ewo Majima Asawasi no Diaba. Good, Sami, good evening. Please ask the MPP man when the government is going to pay NAPCO trainees our 9-month allowances, because Nanado paid only 1 month. Sami Azim Anode Abba. Mr. Hunter, please can you brief me on our crude oil, how much we get from it? I'm asking this because it seems Ghana doesn't have oil at all, and how fuel prices keeps on galloping. I can't take far. Thank you, boss. Banasku Edifree and Ugano Diaba. Well, you know, I just said me corner me koko sache ediba, because it will take time to get the facts. Good evening, Sam. How can a failure like Finance Minister Ken Ofori Atta lead us to IMF? Sam, our biggest problem is the president. He must be the lead. NPP government never again. From Ben Pukwasino Diaba. Sammy, I'm waiting to see how Nanado will end his 2 years ahead of as useless president from man of war Olebu Nodaba. Mr. Hunter, much of the problems we are facing is coming from Nana Addo. Why should he force himself to become president, making Ken Ofori Atta to finance his campaign while he compensates him with the Ministry of Finance? Some NPP MPs and government appointees are trying to help Ghanaians develop Ghana, but Nana Addo is frustrating them. Nana Addo is Ghana's problem. Hello, Sammy. Good evening. I want to ask the MPP man, how does he feel when he is driving to his office every morning and sees young, able men wiping the screens of cars to survive or to make ends meet? Nana Kwame Kede no busasa question. We say, I just received a notice of increment from a fuel station manager. Part of mine, I say, 1 liter of petrol, 17 Ghana cedis, 48 pesos. 1 liter of diesel is 19 Ghana cedis, 89 pesos. Why? Akufo Addo, why? Eja will suffice no the way free adiaba. President Akufo Addo begging Ghanaians for more time for it is like his cousin, Ken Ofori Atta. What is he implying? Isn't he ashamed of what he is asking for? Is the finance minister God? What if God decides to take the finance minister's life? Would he ask for more days because he was part of the IMF team? The voice of the people is the voice of God. Chiakai Akufo Addo ejawusu edi frifisi no de aba. Okay, Pagre. Yanko.
Sami. Medase. Makande bia say me a student of democracy and politics. At least Ghana Fonya Ebeka say me a student of politics and democracy. Now my science work I say Oshe your parliament here, especially this 8th parliament. A parliament could be brave. On a number of reasons. One, say equal share 37, 137, 137, and an independent person or the vote Abeka MPP for. So a democracy is gradually coming of age. Sesiano Obia or representing the constituents. A per se or making sure say the constituents vote omotoma no ebe reflected the legislative arm of government. Governance and no any executive pet in the betumi bu. So sure you can't debate to media. I can say the media is the 4th realm of the estate. Into your executive, now your legislature, your judiciary, yes, I will the media. No, not just say in the 9-4 way institutions way and a boy mamu no koso. Majority for press conference are we and dra. To be fair and honest, and no pay me nyane no. I me saw me light and I will say, hey, assembly si Ghana kakra. Because for a minute, nanka minjin this bibisa esi. But me nyane ye some bejuma no. I'm a science so reading them who say, hey, say ampa. So now me akasa some more parliament so I say me hu ye no many anya success in me hu bibi. And meetings all throughout the night. At Jubilee House. Now president to say majority for over 80 people. That's almost about 2/3 of the majority of the ruling government. Almost say President the Honorable Ken Ofori Atta and the Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, the Honorable Charles Dubois, to step aside. President say what na supreme. Answer no bedi hu adwuma no. Aka na wotwe me ase bi. Na yewie IMF negotiations no. Inti osro mo a ombo modern na omontwema na wotwe me ase na mbra medu. Ghana so de enche na wotwe me ase aba. Yakopon hata so de beba. Na mede me wogidie say ya listening government no. Our president so ya listening government no. Any listening person no. Obetie a sizable part of the majority for. One can also read the assassin for publication aba. Say omoye meeting bebre a MPP political party any members no more war parliament no. Almost your china anopa. Ombesa akasa. Yenya me de minim on your meka de. But me did say otuno mo kasa wi a ye hu ne wo mu. But near me to me akanyema mienu. First, and it say President Nana Danko Akufo Addo is a man of integrity. And no de esemeka to hono. Reason and it say reasons be brave, but one of it no. And it said, so Bekaya, about a few, maybe 2-3 months ago, and Sunday started IMF negotiations, and in Comodino. President and Kasane phone of IMF boss. and we instruct the finance minister say on IMF ensure komodiase. Very clearly, no, Utumi who said the president is in charge.
So that is integrity. But can somebody also argue, say the president has said it on several occasions, even in the floor of parliament, that Ghana would never go back to the IMF?
The president?
Yes. President has said it. I'll get to the transcript.
Okay, Mate. My transcript. Okay. But even under the economic dispensation, and some Ghana for Kayo, the entire Yako IMF no, and because they say you mismanage the economy. The entire Yako IMF no, and I cannot overstate this over and over again. Meaning global currencies are falling. Over Japanese yen, and over South Korea 1, over Philippines for Musika over 17 years. So when depreciation is ada, global economies are crashing. One of the major reasons are the Ghana government called IMF. Primarily because you will cover the near build back better, and Russia for a chassis so move invade Ukraine. Russia for invasion of Ukraine across almost 8 months. You see, I cry yet as a Russia for a person who nuclear bomb winning. If you say very, very difficult.
Just quick one. Where Business and Financial Times was published on February 9, 2018. There is no going back to IMF, Akufo Addo declares. President Nana Addo Akufo Addo has said government is working hard to ensure macroeconomic gains achieved over the past years are not reversed, and the country does not return to the IMF for bailout. Delivering the second State of the Nation's address in Parliament yesterday, the President touted the achievement of his government, saying measures are being taken to ensure that Ghana does not fall back into the economic abyss he inherited.
The President is right.
Now, so where is the integrity?
No, the President is a person of integrity.
What is integrity? What is integrity?
I don't know.
The thing that he said you won't do, you are doing it. He said you are a man of integrity.
The President is a man of integrity.
IMF has not been in this country.
Okay.
He has not, so forgive him.
The President is a man of integrity. The President and Kasa in the instructor say we should go into an IMF conversation. Let's put it very succinctly. Now, confidently, Mijidi say struggles that Yokomuno will come out of it. It's been consistently stated about the young man or Kaso for high tension.
Yeah.
Say as a result of economic hardship. And you know, correct. Or no, a drug addict. Drug addict. Or for tramadol, nema abusive drug addict. And of way. And of okukuno. Inti, remember, obi very, very sad news. And found by bata economic crisis in home. And can say economic crisis in tea. And obi akwa high tension. Make sure social media. That's
what the person said. If I don't committed a suicide, no, they are kind,
maybe. No, Troy, no.
One video, no.
Me who video, no.
I've watched the video. Okay, you won't share video, no. So video now. You understand it.
But it's on record. Say he was a drug addict. Let's look at it. Hardships they were on, but meaning this economic hardship. There is hope. I will be say economic hardship in tea. Now I am in Kwano ona de show nsa na okwakokoku yen ya yete he and dry ye die ya nyame man ya de chen ya wa he and ye beda na man ya ochena ye bewu to me
sorry to interrupt you. Do you know how many people kill themselves because of a number one issue? You are talking about economic hardship, people dying. Do you know how many people who committed suicide because of they lost money?
Their money, their investment.
The bank collapsed.
Over 100
all the bank collapsed.
Died.
Do you know how many marriages that are broken down because of that banking sector cleanup? And people who have lost their lives. So it's graver than we are saying,
You see, I don't.
And you keep saying that your president
understand.
have integrity. I mean, when we talk about integrity, somebody who is honest, the same person who was telling somebody that by now you should be begging Ghanaians there. Because you move CD from 1 CD, 1 CD 20 pesos to $1 to 4 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. On board 3 cedis. At that time you were saying it was 3 cedis. That you should beg Ghanaians the amambu yentu membu inti me pamocho yeko na yemo before from brano. That man now is looking at our face and justifying that from moving from 4 cedis 20 pesos, it is now 14 Ghana cedis. And he's still saying they are doing excellent. Pagif Shagani has not tell them that Ken Ofori Atta is doing excellent at the finance ministry.
Okay. That's right.
So I do want to know.
You got kind messages in. Okay. Pagif short in the time now I'm into me find kind of message, you know. I say good evening, Hunter. God bless you for your service. Remember, removing Ken won't change anything. Remember, Akufo Addo is still the president. MPP are thieves. We say, what is wrong with Kobe Binikra? Upon all these 82 members pushing the president to sack Ken, he still want to give him some time again. Nanado, God will beat him even in his grave. We say, Sammy, the MP are jokers. If few people want some ministers to be resigned, why are you making press conference? They are not serious. Even they can impeach the president. But say that man wearing white shirt, see you, massa, kasa you, nani penny bra breno. Don't come and say Nana. Ankasa, wankasa, na wakaseng. We say, minia, minia, mwanwa pao, Ofori Atta, mose onye aketia, na ade intina, se omo number, nana se, opa achaw, eja, opa achaw, Eja asemfo. Oja say eja asemfo ehi kai. Asemo. Ken Ofori Atta should not be sacked. He should be kicked out. He thought saying that in 2016 we will forget about it. Shame, incompetent man. Or say ask for Dada Pinto and his vice. Who is Dada Pinto? And his vice. They have nothing to offer Ghana. Again, they lack ideas to rule this nation. Roy, Takradino Defraba. Why is Akufo Addo begging for more time for Ken Ofori Atta? Is Ken Ofori Atta better than Ghanaians and Ghanaians? Is it true that a building built on a false foundation will always crumble? Good evening, Sammy. I like this MPP guy, pa. He should be like his master. Okay. Okay. Oh, me. Hey, message we. Hey, Rama, Subeshu. Okay, any. Yeah. Sammy, what's a good evening, Sammy? I like this MPP guy, pa. He shouldn't be like his master, the big liar, Akufo Addo. Victor Atipu from Kumasi Nadiaba. Are you okay? I'm not so send one.
Oh, some may share messages. But making sure so can
Some
may share reflections.
What's it? Ken Ofori Atta must leave at once. He should finish negotiation with the IMF so the cash can get to his data bank account. To steal? No way. President tell Nana Adolf Hitler, Akufo Addo, to prepare to leave himself too. Fiafito Akins Edifra Shaman Ode Aba. Good evening, General Hunter. Did the spokesman of the MPP watch the demo of the Occupy Ghana. Bawumia's lectures of economy. Where is Bawumia? He should come out to talk about economy. When the fundamentals are weak, Bawumia is hiding. Our own MPP parliamentarians are sacking the finance minister. And, my beloved Ghana, why? God is watching. Oh. Amanyosem Akufo Addo should resign. He is the problem and not Ken Ofori Atta. I believe MPP members hated John Mahama because of his ethnic background, as I don't see why they should vote Akufo Addo while Mahama is on the same ballot paper. Let's love Ghana and vote on issue but not on hatred. How can Ghana have Nana Addo as president? Now a section of the MPP are thinking like nationalists but not party fanatics. From Dokas, Achibo, Sunyani, New Doma, and Odifri Ede Aba. We see now that it is clear that problems of Ghana is Ofori Atta and not COVID and the Russia-Ukraine war. What are they doing again? Everything is pointing to the fact that we don't have the readable president. From Amenura Peter Edifi Sunyane and the Abre Yenya Kwame Edifi Bubuashi say if the underlying causes of the inflation in this country is truly apprehended, then we know it will last for quite a period of time. It may not be all bad. For this has to be provided the president with the opportunity to do something strategic with which otherwise would be very disputable, especially as regards domestic industrial policy or supply chain. Okay, we see, hey, Mr. Hunter, when would these people stop defending their evil doing? God would richly punish them. Hey, Uncle probably punish them richly. How many minutes do I have? Oh, 2 minutes. I can't read it all. So, Senior.
Kwame from Bubuashi is actually my cousin. So
oh, okay.
Good evening.
Okay.
Kwame Achampo.
Okay.
And I should say that, you see, I wish the government communicators now would try and appreciate the kind of tension the country has. Even Parliament is expressing that same sentiment. And then they would understand that if they can't say the same words of the president, then there's something wrong. So let's all communicate back to our president that finance minister helped you. However, with the way things are going, Ija is slow. Sisenyemum kakra. At least, Sesabi, I end up unyim shrimpa wabre. One jana home kakra. Okay. What did you do? It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
I agree.
Only citizen there or your co-host will have if you have there.
I a conversation.
Or no any landlord.
A conversation.
But really, just to say, we feel the plight of the Ghanaian people. Yet Ghana for both majority in parliament and even minority. And Ghana for na yejidi say in some more Kenya no talk asupem or abain ebedi hujuma.
Amen. Okay. Abusia, yada VBS mom sending messages about it. Me kind need me anka. Na me bomba de sema kan nyina na so breading tent me anka mo fanche. Me Yesu Kristo ma ochine yawa. E be bomba de se bit me kan Kenya. Before me to mo kan yera. Pa grip wache dampa a government spokesperson on security and governance. And I'm Oshefita na mo teni kana me. Sanso ana yenya ye citizen atodas ye church of Great Consolidated Popular Party GCPP. So much Kamia, we did Mario Chami, we did this amount of Yesu Christa Mauchina Bedia MCR control Yadamanyamas.